in this lesson, we're going to look at origins or pivots. So first of all, let's delete the light and let's delete the camera and let's focus in on our cube. So as you will see, in the center of the cube, we've got a small, tiny little orange dot inside that little 3D cursor that I spoke about earlier. So that little small orange dot is the origin or the pivot point of our cube. So if I rotate, it will rotate around that pivot. So let's see what will happen if we create another cube. So I'm going to duplicate this cube by pressing Shift D, and then I'm going to press Y to move it on the Y axis, just so that we have something like that. And maybe let's create one more duplicate. So I'm going to press Shift D again, Y, and just move it out. So we have 3 cubes now. You can see in the outliner, we've got 3 objects as well. So let's say I select all 3 of these cubes and I press R to rotate. Now you can see these 3 cubes are actually rotating around the center of these 3 cubes. And that's because there's a little drop down here at the top. If you point to it, it will say transform pivot point. And if I click that, you'll see that we have all these different options. Now, I just want to focus on 2 of these at the moment, and that's median point and individual origins. Now by default, it will be on median point. You'll see the little icon with the 2 circles with a point in the middle, and that's the default one that's always selected. So if you see that, you can actually see that it's got 2 little objects with a pivot in the middle, and that means it's going to pivot around the center pivot of those objects. But if we change this to individual origins, you'll see the icon will change to 2 circles with their individual origins inside of each one. And now if I do a rotate, you'll see that each object will rotate around its own pivot point, which is sometimes you want this. So that just gives you the option. So let's set this back to median point, and I'm going to delete these 2 cubes so we only have 1 cube in the center. So let's go into edit mode and see how these pivots will affect when working inside of edit mode. So with the cube selected, press tab on the keyboard to go into edit mode. And what I want to do is I want to create some insets and extrudes. So make sure you're on face select mode by pressing 3. And I want to select all the faces. So I'm going to go around holding shift and just clicking on all the faces until they're all selected. And then I'm going to press I to create an inset. If nothing happens, just press I again, and that will create individual insets. So maybe something like that. So we have these inset faces on each of the original faces. Next, I want to extrude them all out in their correct directions. So remember, we can't just do a normal extrude because they're all facing different directions. We need to use the Alt-E shortcut, and then we're going to click on extrude individual faces. So let's just pull them out until we have something that looks like this. Now you can see we still have all these faces selected, and now what we can do is let's try and scale them. So with those faces selected, I'm going to press S on the keyboard and I'm going to scale inwards or outwards. And now you can see this is scaling it, but it's using the center pivot of the object to scale them. I'm going to press escape to cancel that, and I'm going to change this pivot from median point to individual origins. So select individual origins and now press S again and see how that will affect the way it's scaling these faces. So now you can see that each face is scaling around its own origin or around its own pivot point. The same will happen when we do a rotate. So I'm going to change this pivot back to median point, and I'm going to press R to rotate. And now you can see all those faces are rotating around the center of the object. But if we change this to individual origins and I press R again, you can see now each face is rotating around its own pivot. And that's extremely handy or useful. Sometimes you will want something to scale or rotate maybe around the center of that object, maybe something like that. and sometimes you want it to use its own pivot so that you can maybe scale it up like that, or maybe create like a sharp point like that. So that's just something to keep in mind when working with multiple objects, or if you're in edit mode and you are scaling and rotating multiple faces or multiple edges. There's also a way that you can change the position of the origin, so that little dot that's in the center, you can actually set it anywhere you want, and I will go over that in the next lesson. But for this lesson, just remember that you've got this drop down here at the top, and you can toggle between median point and individual origins, either when you're in object mode or if you're inside of edit mode. Play around with those two options, see how they work, see how they affect the different functions, and I will see you in the next lesson.